There is this youngster from Guyana, thin as a pencil, not too strong either, but no bowler can get him out. Shivnarayan Chanderpaul, the Tiger. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, those were the words of Jimmy Adams when he was paying his tribute earlier today to Chanderpaul, who was today announced as the latest member of the ICC Hall of Fame. Yes, my peeps, Jimmy Adams is a very close friend of Shivnarayan Chanderpaul, and he was saying that, you know, the first time they heard about Chanderpaul, that was what they heard, that there's a youngster from Guyana, he's as thin as a pencil, maga, not too strong, but nobody could get him out. And over 2 years later, the man is being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Yes, my peeps, we're going to talk a little bit about this because we're extremely happy when we see people that would have contributed a whole lot to the game of cricket. Not only to West Indies cricket, but the game of cricket. We're happy when we see them getting recognized and things like that. So, Shivnarayan Chanderpaul, I think another player from Pakistan and a player from England, they were you know, the latest to be inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame. So I'm going to be talking about that, sharing what Jimmy Adams had to say, what Ricky Skerritt had to say, and also Shivnarayan Chanderpaul. He spoke after he, you know, they announced that he will be inducted, and he had very interesting things to say as it relates to that. So make sure you give the video a listening ear until the end. If you have not yet subscribed, as per usual, I always implore you, go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right, my peeps? So let's get down into it now. So Shivnarayan Chanderpaul, most of us as youngsters, you know, most of who grew up watching cricket in the late 90s, 2000, you know, up onward, Shivnarayan Chanderpaul would have been a mainstay in the West Indies team. And, you know, he would have saved us on countless number of times, countless number of occasions, in terms of helping us to draw test games, helping us to win games and things like that. And I mean, even when the team was declining, Shivnarayan Chanderpaul was always working on his skills, always working on himself, getting himself up to the level where he you know, where he would definitely be at the top. The man was at the top for a long time, stayed there. At one point in time, he was the best test batsman, #1 test batsman in the world for years. You know, the little man from Guyana. Where is he? I think it's a community in Guyana called Unity, if I'm not mistaken. The Guyanese on here can let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, I think he's from a community called Unity. But we are definitely happy to see another West Indian being inducted. You know, we would have seen the likes of Curtly Ambrose, people like Joel Garner, people like Michael Holding, Ambrose, and all of them people being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And with a career spanning over 2 decades, right, over 20 years, and you know, over 10,000 runs, whole heap of runs, lots of centuries. You know, it's definitely a good look to see him being recognized like that. And you know, his batting stance will forever be legendary. You understand? Quite a few people would have tried to mimic him, and I mean, growing up and watching West Indies cricket, if you are in your 20s, probably early 30s, and you used to play cricket growing up, I can guarantee you that that is one of the stunts that you would have tried. You know, I remember growing up and playing cricket in primary school, high school, and even just community cricket. That is something that us as youngsters, we always try. The Shivnarayan Chanderpaul batting stance and the Brian Lara batting stance. You understand? So yeah, it's not only the stance that he brought to the game that he will be remembered for. You know, he'll be remembered for being a dominant batsman. You hear what Jimmy Adams said from he was young, from they just heard of him. They heard that there's this youngster in Guyana, very thin, slim, mager, like a pencil, but nobody could get him out. And you know, he was basically known for that right up until the end of his career. You know, according to Jimmy Adams, when they heard that a 19-year-old Shivnarayan Chanderpaul was going to be taken to England to make his debut, it raised eyebrows, according to Jimmy Adams. Jimmy Adams said that he himself raised his eyebrows when he heard that. But you know, fast forward to now, we would have seen how dominant the man would have gone on to be. And we definitely respect him. We definitely respect him for all that he would have done for the game of cricket, my viewers and subscribers. Jimmy Adams probably will be one of the guys that can tell you the most about Shivnarine Chanderpaul. Said that, you know, he roomed with him at that age when he was a teenager to when they were both adults playing for West Indies, traveling all over the place, playing cricket. Roomed with him, became very good friends, learned a lot from each other. So, you know, we definitely salute the man, my viewers and subscribers. Sometimes we wait until people pass off to give them their roses or their flowers, so to speak. But it's always good. It's always good when you can look at a man when he's alive and say, you know, we definitely appreciate what you would have done for the game of cricket. Now, where CWI is concerned, Ricky Skerritt, you know, he was saying that according, well, on behalf of CWI, you know, he's wishing Shivnarine, well, he congratulates Shivnarine Chanderpaul and being inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame, and he's definitely looking forward to the guys. He's definitely looking forward to seeing other players coming up and performing like that. So yeah, shout out to him. Shivnarine Chanderpaul, now my viewers and subscribers, was basically saying that you know, he's happy to be inducted, he's honored, he's humbled, and he's looking forward to sharing the moment with his family. And I think he's over there in Australia now, if I'm not mistaken, as I think they're having that induction ceremony. So he's there for that, and I am assuming that he will stay there for his son. You know, his son is going to be making his debut for West Indies against Australia, so I am assuming that he's going to be there for that also, my viewers and subscribers. So we're definitely saying shout out to Shivnarine Chanderpaul, shout out to the other two players. I think a female cricketer from England and also a spinner from Pakistan, you know, they were inducted also. But yeah man, it's always good. You know, the sad thing about it, the sad truth though, my viewers and subscribers, as we look at it, you know, I can't actually look at West Indies cricket team now and see anybody that I can say, yes, they will be inducted in the next 20 years, the next 10 years. I can't honestly look and say that. There is nobody. I mean, people, they're talented, but there's nobody playing the game at that level, playing the game that well enough so that 10-15 years from now, when their career is over, they will be inducted. Maybe somebody like a Chris Gayle, but he's no longer playing. You understand? These are guys that you can understand. Probably the last of it would be Chris Gayle. So once again, shout out to Shivnarine Chanderpaul. I hope the youngsters will use this as a motivation to get in. So yeah, big up on yourself, my peeps. That is it for this one. I'm out.